Yep. All right. Fantastic. Okay, very last thing that we need to do is to remove the old creeps. So you'll notice at the moment when you die, and this is purely an aesthetic thing, if I start the game, play it for a little bit, there is creeps on the screen, and I die, the creeps stay there. Right? We might want them to disappear. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the mob scene, enemy scene here, and we are going to go to enemy node. So click on your root name enemy, go over to your node tab, and you'll see you've got signals and groups. Right? Signals and groups. We're going to click on the groups tab instead, and you'll see there's manage groups and then there's add. What we are going to do is type in a new group name and call it mobs, and then go add. So once again, click on your root node enemy, go over to your node panel, and instead of signals, click on the groups tab. This is essentially adding a flag to all of our mobs that essentially gives them this tag that we can find them with later. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. Back in our main, we need to find the game over method, which is up here. Game over, perfect. What we're going to do is just call get underscore tree dot. And this is where we use our group, call group. So what this does is it calls a method or a function in every single object in a group. So we're going to call on mobs is the group, and we're going to call q, you spell q underscore free. Perfect. So now that is called in every single, q free is called on every single mob when we finish the game. So if we start the game now, wait for a few mobos to spawn, boop, and there you'll see they all disappear when we press game over. All right, that is the game functionality wise. We're just going to add a couple of pretty bits to make it look a little bit nicer. So first things first, in your main scene, we're going to add a node. We're going to add a color rectangle, essentially. And we want that to be at the very, very top, just underneath the main node there. We want to choose our color. So pick your pretty color, make sure you go back to inspector, choose like a nice dark cyan or something. There we are. And then layout, and we want to do full rect. I'm actually going to change that to be a little bit darker there. Nice dark blue. Perfect. Now when we play the game, you'll notice you've got a nice background here. It makes it, instead of that grey, and again, boop, they will disappear. Perfect. Scored 3 that time. And then we will do a couple sound effects. So what we're going to do is add child node. We want to add an audio stream player. Don't need 2D, just a normal audio stream player. Create. And we're going to call this one music. And I'm going to grab another one, audio stream player. Make sure you don't grab 2D, just the normal one. And we're going to call this one death sound. All right. For music, stream property, we're going over to in the inspector panel for music first. We're going to load, go into our assets, art, and house in a forest loop. It's a lovely song. I love this song. And then in death sound, exact same thing. So click on death sound node, go to your stream, load, assets, art, and then your gameover.wav. Perfect. You can give it a we've got to add it into the script first before we can see what they sound like. So play the music. So in new game, so head back into our script, new game, and we are going to add music dot play. Nice and simple in the new game, and then in game over up here, music dot stop. Perfect. Stop. Make sure you add the brackets on there. Play music.stop, and then in the game over function as well, just add in your death sound dot play. Now when we launch the game up, start. Ooh. I don't have any music in mine. I can't tell if that's because I'm recording or because it didn't work. Volume 0. That doesn't sound great. 5. Let's try that. I still can't hear anything there. That's very strange. Can you guys hear anything on yours? I can't tell if it's just because I'm recording or if it is an issue. You can hear it, Tanaka? Perfect. Peter, I assume yours can too. Oh, yep, there we are. Now I can hear it in mine as well. And then death sound. All right, well, there we go. It's been a bit of a long one. You guys did very well sticking out all of this. I promise not all the tutorials or all the workshops will be this long and potentially complicated. Obviously, as you guys get more experience with game development, you will understand some of the things, so I won't need to go over them again. But this is a game. You have made a game. If you want to deploy it is the next step. I will cover that in a future workshop, deploying for all different operating systems and stuff. But for today, this is it. Well done, guys.